Hi, everybody. Welcome to Charts of the Day. Firstly, before I go ahead and jump into the information that I see in the birth chart here, or should I say in the astrology chart, I've received quite a lot of encouragement and a lot of support around this idea of doing Chart of the Day recordings. So this is a new direction for me, and I hope to, in some way, shape, or form, bring you something that is of value and of service. I have no idea how this is going to play out, so I'm going to try to just go on some intuition over here and share basically what I see in terms of the charts of the day, and we'll see what happens as we transition through this new adventure that I'm about to go on. I think I'll definitely mix it up in terms of what I feel is important to communicate, and yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So the first thing that I noticed, well, let's do this. Let's start with the moon. The reason why is because the moon itself will always begin in terms of moving through each sign, and it does that fairly often, as I'm sure everyone knows. So we'll start with the moon. The moon's in Virgo today, and this is the 9th of October 2015. And it's right between the Jupiter, Mars, and Venus kind of story here, and making oppositions to Neptune and to Chiron. So I feel like today, very subtly, sometimes we don't actually feel the moon's presence in our charts or in our days because we're so distracted. But when you really do feel into it, you can actually get some information from it. But sometimes it can be really, really subtle. But I see here that it's in between these signs over here. So it's definitely going to illuminate the fact that Venus has moved into Virgo. It's definitely going to illuminate the Mars story because it's obviously conjunct Mars. So I definitely watch out for incredible amounts of criticism or judgment today. Maybe you're feeling emotionally a sense of lack. Be careful around the feeling of anger that might come out today because the moon's conjunct that Mars. It will create this emotional reactions to things. Although a part of me also feels that because it's in Virgo, there can actually be the psychological process of Virgo archetype, which is paralysis, slowing down, stopping. Mars energy, which definitely doesn't like Virgo, going, I want action, and Virgo's going, no, slow down. And Mars is going, but I just want to act, and Virgo's going, I just want to slow down. So there can be a possibility where some frustration can arise today simply because of the fact that you want to get things done, but there's blocks. You want to get things done, but there's limitations, etc. So what I would recommend today in terms of what you can spiritually learn or meditate upon is how efficient we can become with our actions when we plan better. Okay? So here's Pluto in Capricorn, trining the Mars, Moon, Venus story in Virgo. And what we can understand from this situation is how can we be more efficient in achieving our goals? Okay, that's what the Earth trine is all about. The Earth trine is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So Capricorn is that direction we choose to have. Taurus is those values and what we feel is important regarding that goal. And then Virgo can be that step-by-step process that we acquire that. So today's meditation can be around, and this is something that's just arising for me right now, which I feel is pretty cool. Today's meditation is how can I plan better and how can I make more organization in my life that creates flow, Pisces, okay? So that I don't feel crises in my life and I can experience more fluidity, okay? So that's what I could say regarding the moon and the Mars process in the Virgo here. I also feel that Mars and Virgo and Venus now traveling over there can also create, again, the necessity for efficiency. You've got a Uranus in Aries over here, and Uranus has been in Aries for quite some time, and Uranus is definitely playing out the role of new instinctual directions, okay? And simultaneously, Virgo is saying, okay, well, it's great that you have these new directions, but how are you anchoring them into your life? What are you doing practically that's putting you in a situation that's allowing you more direction in a more efficient and more fluid way? Okay, so that's what I could definitely extract from today's transit. The moon's 15 degree, pardon me, the sun is 15 degrees Libra. So we're still learning about balance. We're still learning about extremes. So I suspect that a part of the story could actually be about looking for balance, seeking harmony, and at the same time, probably learning the relationship that we in the Western part of the world at this point in time are going to be dealing with. And that is, on one level, the process of going into our winter, so the change of the seasons, and really seeking to find the journey within. Okay, as we move into the winter period of time, we're going to be finding a lot more solitude within ourselves. The sun's going to be setting, sun in Libra setting. So I see here that in terms of the western parts, so the northern hemisphere, there's that process of adjusting to change and allowing us that new direction and creating these new relationships. And again, as I said in the previous chart of the day experience, because of the fact that we have this T-square going on between Capricorn, Aries, and Libra, and the Sun, Uranus, and Pluto, we're forming new relationships. We're establishing new directions. And what does it mean to establish these new directions? And how do we interact with new types of people that we've never maybe interacted with before because they weren't in our vibrational field? Okay, so new people in our lives, new forming of relationships, creating new directions, and being really, really efficient in that so that we can create overall flow. Okay, all right, guys. I noticed that Mercury is going to go stationary, or it is actually stationary at this stage, and then it's going to go direct. So Mercury hasn't gone out of its shadow period yet. I feel that Mercury is, I didn't like this Mercury retrograde at all, to be honest. It definitely showed me a lot of information, and then after that I was like, damn it, I wanted to share more information there, and it wasn't available to me. So I would recommend with this Mercury retrograde, just, again, doing the Virgo thing, slowing down, making sure you've got all the details available to you, double checking your stuff before you publicize it or create it or move in a direction. Okay, double check. Because Mercury is stationary today, stationary direct, there's going to be quite a lot of insights coming through. So I would also spend some time reflecting on some of the new thought patterns that are emerging in your mind. All right? All right, guys, thanks so much for listening, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.